Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nimbus or Lucas bringing you another video, but this video is a different type of video where this time I don't talk about gameplay or none of that stuff. There's like a certain topic I want to talk about in this video, and that topic is about changes. I'm gonna probably title this called Changes or something like that. What I mean by that is basically changes could be good or bad, you know, depending on what the circumstances is. And for example, I've little background story. I've pretty much for 15 years of my life I've lived in a different country, and I had to move because, you know, my family, or not my family, my dad was military, so, you know, we had to move after quite a while. And at the time, my parents weren't together. They separated when I was very young, and after 15 years I found out I had to move, and my mom couldn't come with me, so that tore me apart. So that change, for example, was I didn't like it. It was heartbreaking. It was like a, you know, I didn't have a choice kind of thing where, you know, would I rather go to Japanese school, which I don't really know much about, as I did used to, and, you know, I couldn't really go through with that kind of process, but I had to, you know, it's either that or, you know, come here to the States, which I've never been here before, and well, that was like around 2 years. That was like two and a half years ago, and you know, it was a big change for me. And so right now, the other change is, it's not that bad of a change. Where, you know, I'm moving again to Washington State, and you know, that could be exciting, but at the same time, it's a bad thing because I'm a senior in high school. And I would rather graduate first and then move, but, you know, that's not the case now. That's what sucks. You know, I wouldn't be able to graduate with my friends. And ever since I moved here 2.5 years ago, you know, it was great. I loved the school. I really did. I really love my school. Now that I'm planning on moving, you know, within 2 months before I graduate, it's like you can't hold off that a little bit more longer, you know, that kind of thing. Those kind of changes I just hate to deal with. Like, moving is just a pain in the ass in general. But not only that, changes can happen, you know, either way. I think whatever you decide on doing, and, you know, there's a difference between working hard for it and, you know, something just happens out of nowhere where it just completely changes your life. You know, you could do YouTube, you know, post a lot of videos as much as you can, try to get your name out there. You know, it could either happen really fast, drastically, or it just won't work out at all and you have to do something else. And I always feel like whatever choice you make, you know, one or the other, it's gonna happen. You know, it's not like a coin where it's 50-50. Well, I guess it could be, but, you know, doing something that you love to do is hard to accomplish. And so I want to pursue YouTube and gaming. That's what I want to do in life. You know, it's a thing that I believe, but, you know, my parents kind of want me to, well, they kind of understand. Like, my dad has played tournaments before, way back when it wasn't that big. You know, he's won several tournaments, and he knows what that feels like. He understands what I want to do, but I also have to, you know, do something else to make that happen in order for, you know, that kind of thing to happen. Unless if, you know, randomly it just happens to freaking, I don't know if one day my channel will just grow out of nowhere. You know, it could happen or it couldn't happen. But you know, that's what I'm talking about. Changes. This kind of topic is, you know, it's gonna suck in life because everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone goes through changes. You know, good or bad. Mainly bad, depending on what it is. But you know, in the end, it could happen in a good way. So you know, always have that mindset when you know if something good or bad happens. And that's gonna change, you know, however, you know, if it changes you or changes something else, you know, whatever it may be, just you just gotta stick through it, you know. It's hard being away. Like I know some people out there, you know, some kids out there that don't have parents. I'm fortunate to have both parents. That's you know that I visited while I was with them, technically. At the time, a long time ago. I was fortunate to visit both of them, you know, whenever I want. They live pretty close by. Not neighbors, but, you know, a couple blocks away. So yeah, just changes can, like I said, changes can happen in a good way or a bad way, and from my perspective, whenever I moved away from my mom, it sucked. It was a terrible situation in a terrible way to, you know, it kind of changed me in a way without my mom here, you know, in person. You know, it's kind of hard dealing with things without my mom because I feel like moms are there for, you know, nurturing you, helping you with emotional problems. You know, like me as a person, I tend to get emotional, not like crying, but like doubt and stuff like that, anger, you know, all those other emotions. You know, those kind of things affect me, and it affected who I was too. You know, I noticed myself slowly turning, I don't know, not turning, but like changing in a different way. I'm starting to be more like aware of things, you know, unlike I used to be, you know, just joking around a lot. I still do joke around a lot, but you know, that's just me. Anything can happen to anyone. So, you know, change is a tough thing to go through. And it constantly happens, you know. Doesn't matter if you're, you know, at home or doing other things. There's a lot of stuff going around the world that people don't realize. And you know, I'm just trying to do this. I'm trying to do as best as I can to post content that people might like, and I just want to talk about certain things that I can, you know, give people an idea of to think about. You know, right here, I'm sorry, but I just destroyed these kids in the end right here. But I appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
There's no escaping death.